Hey, my name is Mami, and today I want to take my time to tell you nothing is truly resolved. No matter how hard the society tries to convince you that there is a finish line, you should know that healing is an ongoing process. You cannot find any human being that fully healed, completely healed out of the bondage of being human, because that's just the point of being human. Being human is a little bit, messy. Being human is a little bit unpredictable. Therefore, you gotta accept that you live this entity that comes with its struggles, you live this possibility that comes with its own downfalls, and that's enough. But then you're not convinced that that's enough. You want to resolve all your traumas, you want to get over all your addictions, you want to really get to a state that you can feel at peace, you can feel that there is no any other responsibility, but that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You will always have this responsibility of surviving. And surviving in the modern world is not an easy job. You have to understand that. And the moment you understand that, you will realize that, okay, maybe I do not need to survive in the way that the society convinces me that that's the only way you can survive and have a meaningful life. That's the only way you can come out of your misery, your suffering, perhaps your inferiority. That's the way that you can come out of this human being and become someone better and higher than what exists in you already. This is a sham, this is just fake. All of these desires that the society creates in your head to be able to get you out of your shell, to give in and work for corporations, work for a better life, work for perhaps the few percent of human beings that own everything. Why would you want to do that? Why you just not give in and don't try to resolve anything and just be human being? Just simply live your life as minimum as possible, as efficient as possible, as abundant as possible. And there are ways to get there. Simple ways. One of the easiest way is simply a spirituality. That's why we have like this rise of insane amount of spirituality in the modern days. Because the suffering, the misery became too big, too unbearable, that everyone somehow seeks help from beyond. Somewhere that they at least can feel they belong to. Accept this humanness. Become more spiritual. Become more communal. Become more available to others and to yourself. This way, peace will enter. This way, you don't need to resolve anything. You can be that messed up person that you are, and that's totally fine. We all have our own issues. We all have our own problems. We all have our own insecurities, biases. It's totally fine. Just simply become a little bit more spiritual. Become more acceptance toward what is. Become more loving. Become more easygoing with life. Easygoingness is the key to peace. Is the key to being All the things that you want to be. You want to be popular, be easygoing. Simple. If you are easygoing, everyone loves you because you are the easygoing person. But no, you don't want to be easygoing. You want to just like be restrict with all your, you know, social behaviors. You want to be restrict with everything you do because you're worried that you're going to mess this thing up, you know. You already came a long way. You already came so far. Don't mess it up, you know. Healing is an ongoing process. Realize this. Meditate every day. And that's enough to become a spiritual. Simply meditation is enough to become a spiritual. You don't need to pray. You don't need to have any God. You don't need to have any temple, any mosque, any church. You don't need anywhere to belong to. Because meditation simply allows you to connect with everything. Meditation allows you to connect with the source. Meditation will allow you to connect with what is. And then what is, it just simply is. I just wanted to tell you that I love you. I just wanted to tell you that don't beat yourself too much. I receive these emails that people often really bashing themselves for being human. And I want them to know that, look, it's okay. It's okay if you're going through a lot in life. You don't need to get into the finish line. You just need to observe it and be aware of it and simply allow it to resolve itself. Because there is nothing to resolve. Meditate, please. Even if it's 1 minute every single day, meditate. 1 minute every single day, and that will simply grow. You take care of yourself. Much love.